just real quick before work. Just a quick random stream while I work on some art stuff. So won't be on long, probably like 30 minutes or so. Happy Monday. Um, yeah, so I'm pretty much ready for work. I just have to put on my shoes and grab my bag and I'm out the door. So I got some time to spare. My desk is still a mess. So, and also, I do not, I mean, I can see the chat, but I might miss some stuff because I'm looking at it through my phone versus my iPad because my iPad's on the charger. But I did move some things around. I've been trying to like, of course, they decide to call when I'm streaming. Anyway, hopefully I'm back. Otherwise, this would have been pointless. But I did move some things around. Um, my roller cart was to the right of me. I moved it to the left, and I'm gonna use it as my kind of like my paint cart. Let me see if I can just see if I can get to my iPad because it's kind of weird not looking at the chat if the chat is there, but I don't really have a place to put it because of I moved my cart, and my cart is kind of where my iPad used to be. So I'm trying to organize some things. Um, and let me see. Here we go. Yeah. So, all right. The chat is up, but it's very far away. So, okay. So I did finish the little sketch that we were working on yesterday. And so I finished that, and I did end up adding a silver moon and a gold buckle to the bag. And then I started over here, but then I also added like some of the repeating colors um, to over here too. So I was working on Bo. I like this color for her, but I think something might be wrong with this one, so I might have to order another one because no matter how many times I change the nib, it's coming out almost like a kind of like a writing pen, and it's not supposed to really come out like that. So for some reason, I just need to get another one. And the good thing about these Toolie art markers is you can get them individually. So I'll probably be making a Toolie art order for this and some of the ones that are leaking. While I'm at it, I might as well get some of those because a lot of those colors I do like using. See, it's coming out. Well, you guys probably can't see because it's a very light yellow, but it's coming out very thin. Um, and it's not clogged or anything. I have checked, but something's going on that's making it come out like that. And I'm not sure what that something is. And I don't want to press it down too many times because I don't want it to leak. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of work in here, and probably probably not Wednesday because Wednesday I want to record. I have to spin the wheel with you guys on Wednesday, and then I want to start recording my Kofi video. Um, so maybe Thursday, I would like to try to reset up my Cricut machine to see if I can get some stickers made. I wasn't very good at making the stickers on my Kofi machine for some reason. It just was not cutting right for me. It would cut everything else right, but when it came to my stickers, it wouldn't cut right. Also, my printer has been acting kind of funny, so I might have to outsource um, the stickers and have them made through the sticker company that I use. Um, you can use something like uh, what is it called? I forgot the name of it, but I have it written down somewhere. Um, because I don't feel like fighting with my printer and wondering why it's not printing in color like it's supposed to be. So I will most likely have it outsourced. It is going to take a little bit longer. So I would like to have other things alongside it. So maybe like a print or something, or maybe another keychain. But just know that I am working on the stickers. I just need to figure out, because I would like to use my Cricut machine, but my printer is, I don't mind learning again with my Cricut machine, but my printer is the problem. It's not printing in color, and it has ink, and I've done the power cleaning, I've done everything, and it's just not having it with me. So I think it just, I don't know, it's not that old, honestly. So I'm not really sure why it's behaving the way it's behaving, because it's not an old printer. So I could take it to Best Buy and have like Geek Squad look at it. I think they do look at printers. I'm not sure. But I've kind of been wanting another one anyway, because this one is like been giving me trouble out of the box kind of. So I'm like, maybe I need to just get another printer and call it a day. I really, really don't want to do that, but I might actually have to. So I don't know. I really hope. I mean, I could just, because I know my mom has one, and the one she has doesn't really give her any problems. She doesn't really know how to use printers, but every time I use her printer, it works perfectly fine. So I might end up getting that one. I think it does take like normal ink though, so I might run into the issue of having to buy a lot of ink, but um, at least I know it will print and it won't give me strange colors or, anything like that when I try to print something. And I might just go with that one. They might have like a new version of the one she has, because she's had that one for a long time. She's had it longer than I've had mine. And she's not had an issue with that printer yet. Usually when she calls about it, it's really something simple that she just didn't realize. But as far as like issues, like actual issues, that printer is like a tank. It's not had any problems. So I might, and I want to say it's a Sony, but I'm not 100% sure. Not Sony. What's the other? It might be. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I'll know it when I see it like online. But I'm like, I really don't want to buy another printer. But if I have to, or I mean, it's cheaper in the long run to get another printer, because having the stickers and outsourced is, if I keep doing stickers, it's gonna add up. But it's, I feel like it's better because I don't have to worry about ink. I don't have to worry about paper. I don't have to worry about really anything other than hoping that it gets to me at a decent time. But I think usually I get them at a pretty decent time, because they keep you updated with like production and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I do want to do some. I want to try. I've never really drawn a mermaid, but I do want to do some mermaid illustrations with my characters. I think that would be fun. Maybe even turn one of them into a keychain. It would be nice to have um, a little summer keychain, but I have to be fast, because if I don't do it fast, they won't come in time. So maybe I'll do like a whole like mermaid kind of line of stuff. But no promises, because I have to reiterate this part. I do work full time, so I don't have a lot of time to just kind of sit and draw, unfortunately. I would love to, but I don't because I have to go to work. But I would like to do something like that. Even I feel like even if they don't come in time, I know people still like mermaids and stuff, so it's not. I don't think I'm gonna take them down from the shop when summer's over or anything like that. Um, and so they'll be there. I might do something like that. I don't see why not. It just might take a while. So I'm gonna try to have it in time for summer. Um, because not only do I have to sketch it, I actually have to do it digitally too, so that I can send it to them, the file to them. So, um, and if you know me, you know me, and you know I suck at digital art, so that's gonna be a while. I have done stickers before with them. I did the Halloween stickers, which are still available. I need to move them to my Ko-fi, actually. Okay, let's see, who's this in chat? Hi, Blue Skies. Yeah, it did, right? I was so worried about if it was going to kind of come together because of the color choices I was choosing. I was like, I don't know, but I'm glad I ended up going with this red coat because I think that's what's making it kind of come to us. So I'm happy. Thank you, Blue Skies. Um, Also, they're wearing different clothes in these scenes, and it's okay. We're just gonna pretend like they changed at some point. But like he's wearing something different from here, and she's got something different on from here, and it's hey, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a sketch. But I'm gonna finish like I have like the rest of the scene that I was supposed to be working on. I might work on that a little bit today, but I might skip that and work on the mermaid stuff today. So it just really all depends on how busy it is at work also, because it has been crazy at work. And around the summertime, it's a real struggle for me at work because it gets really busy and it's hard to have like a little extra free time or anything like that to do anything. Um, so she had on a brown shirt in this image, and I don't remember what color I used. She had on the shirt here. Um, I really want to say it was this espresso color, but I feel like that might be a little bit too dark. So I think it was this acorn color, and I'm gonna try that because I think it was maybe this color. And if it wasn't, then we'll figure it out. But yeah, so not much going on over here on my side. Just wait, whoa. It's not leaking, but it does need to be wiped off. Um, yeah, not much going on over here. I have just been trying to focus on my art. I haven't been doing too much coloring. I think I'm gonna focus a lot on my art lately. I'm still gonna color, so for my coloring people that's about to spaz out, I'm still coloring. I'm still doing coloring videos. I'm just going to be doing more art videos. So I am gonna finish the color along. I do have the Ko-fi color along to do, and I'm still doing the color combo videos. But it's gonna be a lot of art type things going forward. Just a heads up. because I really want to get things moving as far as my art. And if I don't light the fire underneath me, it won't get done. So something's got to give. And believe it or not, I'm trying to dial back on not all my video games, but some of them, because that's another reason I'm not getting any of my art projects done. And I have a lot of projects that I want to do, and I'm working on them slowly. It's just, I feel like I'm working on them maybe too slowly. So I'm like, I'm not getting any younger, that's for sure. So I would like to get things done a little bit faster than, what I'm doing. And we'll see from there. I'm leaving a little bit of a gap so I know where to put the black line work. Because if I just cover it with this brown, I'm not gonna, you know. So yeah, that's that. I really would like to do some mermaid stuff, put some things in my shop, and I want to at least do a keychain, a sticker or two, and I was thinking some kind of like print. Maybe. I mean, I can do the prints at home, but then it would be like, okay, I would still need the printer. I can go to like just like a print shop around here, but I've never actually done that, so I don't know. First of all, I don't know where any are, and then like I've seen people like, oh, we just take our prints to like CVS and get them printed there, and I'm like, no, if people are gonna buy my artwork, I want the print to be a good quality. And then I need to figure out if I want the print to be matte or glossy. A lot of artists do matte, and it seems to do really well, so I might do matte. That's what I'm thinking. So I hope everyone's having a good Monday. Mine's kind of just starting. I woke up about an hour ago. And just got up. I had already eaten because I got up like really early, like around 8 something, because someone was outside making noise. And so I was like, okay, let me get up. So I got up and I made myself some food, and then I got back in bed. I was like, well, let me just get back in bed, try to get a little bit more sleep. And so I did that. And I did get a little bit more sleep, that's for sure. And then I got up and I was like, okay, I gotta get ready for work. So I don't think this is the same color, but I do like this color. It kind of goes with it. But this definitely was not the color. um, it was definitely a darker brown. Oh, are they showing the trial? You have to check out the color combos. Yeah, I have. So, Blue Skies, I did a couple videos on gold. I have a couple more videos on gold to do. Um, and then, oh, the jury selection started. Okay, ooh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, so I have those videos, but then in my coffee shop, I do release, or I am going to be releasing once a month, um, a sheet of combos, and Kofi members who pay the $3.99 a month, they get it free, and then everyone else can purchase it in the shop. Uh, insert self plug here. It is in the long run better to do the Kofi um, subscription, I think, because instead of paying for because they get all of my PDFs for free. So instead of paying individually for them, you get them free. So I think it's better in the long run. But yeah, I just did the greens. I did Polychromos greens this month. Next month it'll be something else, probably Prismacolor. I haven't chosen the color yet for next month, but the pencil will be Prismacolor. And then of course, if you know you don't have certain sets or don't use certain sets, then you don't have to download them. Um, just simply, and that's kind of why I'm doing it that way. It's kind of like I don't want to just do all polychromos if I had the choice. But I know there's people out there that use like Light Fast and you know, Prismacolor and Pablo's. I know a couple of colors just got the Pablos, so I have combos for those. And I just sometimes I just sit and make combos. So I have a load of them. So once a month, um, I'm going to, and I might even do it twice a month. We'll see. But for now, once a month, I'm going to upload some combos. And then that way, when I pull out my combo book and I'm like, okay, we're doing this combo. If you remember, you already have it. So you can, but you're basically building a replica of my combo book with the combos I put up every month. So you can pull out your combo book and be like, okay, I got that combo too. That's kind of like the idea of it. Um, I'm going to use this same brown for her shorts because I want the colors to be the same, even though the outfit is a bit different. Um, and that's another thing I feel like I need to kind of pay attention to. If the scenes are the same, then I feel like the outfits need to be the same. Even though this, I mean, it's the same day, but it's different parts of the day. So, I mean, in theory, they could change their outfits. Um, but I do want to kind of keep that in mind sometimes when I'm drawing. But sometimes I'll just be sketching and I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I have the poses semi correct so you can understand what's going on and things like that. And so I'm not really worried about the outfit. I'll just pick a random outfit that they normally wear and put it on them. But I do need to be mindful, I think. But it is just in my sketchbook, so it's okay. It's not like an actual illustration. But I do still want them to look nice. It's just sometimes I'll just be more focused on like the anatomy of them. Oh, you didn't even see. Okay, so maybe I need to zoom out just a tad. Okay. So I did the same color on her shorts as I did her shirt up top. And if anybody wants to go to work for me today, hey View, just raise your hand. Because I'm not feeling today. It's just because it's been so busy and a lot of people seem to have been like low key losing their patience. And I'm like the last person you want to lose your patience with, especially if I'm like helping you and you're like being a jerk to me or my staff. It's like, okay, now we have a problem because you're being a jerk and now I have to deal with it and I don't want to deal with it when you could have just sat your behind in the chair and be quiet. But it's like and that's like literally all I swear it's literally all I do all day is like deal with disgruntled people and um yeah, so I've been needing a mental break from those crazy people out there sometimes. So if anybody wants to take over today, raise your hand. So like the desert area is where they are currently in this. I don't have a name for any of the areas, which is something I also need to kind of work on. Um, I had a name for the the lighthouse port area, and it was in my other sketchbook, and I cannot remember the name of it. So that is lost. Um, so I gotta come up with a new name, but which is fine. It's fine. I am kind of still sad about that though, because it's like you found it and you still haven't returned it, which is crazy. What are you doing with it? Is the question I would love to ask. I would just love to be like a fly on the wall for whoever found it, just to see what they're doing with it. Um, yeah. So anywho, uh, I probably should have picked a darker color for the background of this cork board, but maybe it'll dry differently. So I they're in the desert area here, and I'm thinking I really would like to buy. I can't decide on if I want to buy the browns set or the skin tone set, because I'm finding that I don't have enough um, light browns, and then the ones I do have, they are leaking, unfortunately. Um, and then I'm also finding now that I'm like coloring things in the desert area, I'm finding that I don't really have enough dark browns either. Like they all seem to be more of a more of like a reddish brown, um, or like some kind of off colored brown. And I think Toolyart realized that, and I think that's why they came out with that brown set, which is really nice. Um, I just I usually try to get a set once a month, as long as I don't have anything that I need to be doing for that month. I don't know about the background of this cork board. I did a cork board on one of these other ones, and it was very, let's see, this one. And it kind of looks like the same color. Maybe it is the same color, and it just needs to dry. I'm not sure. But I tried, as long as I don't have anything going, or I don't have like any hardcore bills or anything like that. I do try to get a set. So, and then but the problem is choosing which set I want to get, and I try to choose it based off of what I need. So, like when I do, and I go back and I color these sketches, I'm like, okay, I'm noticing I don't have this color, or I'm noticing I don't have enough of this color. So that's kind of how I do it. And the browns is where I'm struggling, I think. But I'm trying to figure out if I'm struggling the most with the light browns or the dark browns. And it's kind of like, well, both. Because your poor, like, mid-tone browns and the light browns you do have, they are leaking. So, and the only browns I have is like the few that came in like um, the yellows set, which is weird because it's more like these are like all the yellows that you get, and then the rest of them are just like kind of brownish colors and peach tones. So mustard is, I use it sometimes for light brown. That one's leaking. Dijon is leaking. Camel and mocha is leaking. We found out that caramel and sepia last night was leaking. So it's kind of like, all right, that knocks out all of my light browns. And then there's a few in the earth tone sets here. We use desert sand back here, so that's a nice one. I do believe either walnut or clay, one of them are leaking. And I did stop one of them from leaking, but um, I the problem is that if it starts to leak again, then it's like kind of pointless. I might as well get another one if it's gonna do that. So, um, I'm gonna take another good look at the colors that is in each set, and then I think I'm gonna decide that way because I do need to figure out which one it is I'm gonna need. Blue Skies is like, wow, yeah, I think, honestly, I don't think it's, the marker. I do live in the desert, so, um, and I try to keep them, I keep them underneath my desk. Yeah, so this is clay, so this is the one that's leaking. And I think I'm gonna put the ones that's leaking upside down so I know. So clay is leaking, and that's kind of the one I was gonna use with the border of that. So now, I guess I can use, it's actually a bit annoying because you have to try to figure out which is which, but I do live in the desert, so that does not help. And I think that could be one reason why that I'm having this problem. But it's okay. It's okay. I still like them. They are still my favorite paint marker. The texture, the consistency of it, just everything about these markers is really good. I just have a issue with them leaking. Um, and when I email them about it, I'm gonna ask them like, I followed their video, and I'm gonna ask them like, does it really have something to do with my environment, or like, what do I do? Because um, I really, really enjoy these markers, and I'm gonna keep buying them because this is like my main, you know, thing that I use in my sketchbook, and I do use them in bigger illustrations sometimes too. So it's kind of like, can I get some assistance on why they are fighting against me sometimes? And it's not all the time. And I low key need some answers before I place that order. Because it's probably, and then also like, I like to swatch mine. And so I do activate all of them at one time, which, um, personally, it's probably, I mean, I don't want to say it's not a good idea, but, um, I don't take care of my nibs. If I'm being honest, I just kind of put it back in there, and they tell you that you're supposed to wipe it off with like a wet napkin before you put it away. I don't do all of that. So, I probably should. It's really bad, really, honestly. If you get these, take care of your nibs. Don't do like I do. And then if you get like the medium nibs, you can soak them in hot water or warm water. I'm sorry, warm water, and they'll be fine. But the extra fine ones, they I guess you don't, because they didn't say to soak those. They just said to what do you call it? They said to, yes, these are acrylic markers, exactly. They said to wipe it off with a wet napkin and what do you call it? And then put the cap on it. And I'm like, all right, but I don't do that. And I have a bunch of napkins around. I just don't do it. I'm kind of lazy. Sorry. Uh, but to be fair, like I'd be in the moment. I'd be like drawing and coloring and stuff. So most of your markers are water based. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I have water based markers too, but I like the way that the acrylic markers, they just pop. The colors pop. I think, have I done anything with water based markers in here? I know I did in my other sketchbook. You know what? I don't remember if it was this sketchbook or the, oh no, here. I used the Ohuhu Poupe markers on this one. And I wanted to see if they would go through my sketchbook, and I think they did a little bit, yeah. So I was like, not using those, but they still don't pop as much as the acrylic markers do. Um, that was my niece calling. Um, I have to send her a message. Yeah, so okay, I had to send her a message. So yeah, so that is, I like the way these pop, and they're more opaque, and I don't have to worry about white spaces or anything like that. So um, I do prefer these. And once I get all of the colors I need in the extra fine, I am going to move on to getting the same colors in the medium tips. And that's mainly because I do want to use these in like bigger illustrations and stuff as well. But I kind of want to continue learning how to use my Holbein and Turner acrylic gouache. Oh, come on, Gray, don't start. So, it'll be a while before I get the medium tips in these. And, so far, I've not had any of them run out on me. So, they give you quite a bit of paint in here also. Because I have not had any of them run out. And I've been using them throughout this sketchbook and the last sketchbook. So, it is nice that they give you so much paint. It's just that I would like to have some of the medium ones for areas like the what I'm doing right now. And even though it's a big area and I'm using my small nib, it doesn't seem to be wearing it out or anything like that. It's just the process is a bit longer. So I with the medium nib, I think that's what they call the bigger nib. I think it's medium because this is extra fine. And they do have fine tips. They have the fine ones, which is a little bit smaller than the medium tips. And you can interchange those nibs with these pins. So I think the next one is medium. And they cover more area. And then with the medium, you can interchange those nibs with the chisel nibs. So, and I was telling Mary she might enjoy the medium nibs over these because she was having some issues with her pen on her live stream and she was crashing out on the pen. I was like, oh no. And I had to come on and show her. I was like, well, since I'm going to be coloring in my sketchbook anyway, let me show Mary what the issue was she was having because she couldn't figure out why her pen was writing so scratchy. And she needed to replace the nib, which I assume she doesn't clean her nibs after either, which is probably why it dried out. Because honestly, like, no one's thinking about that. Like, we're trying to, color and enjoy our artwork, and no one's thinking about nib care. So I'm knowing already that I'm going to have to buy a lot of like replacement nibs. Um, which is okay, I guess. Or I just need to take care of my nib a little bit better. What's going on with this gray? So I probably just need to do that. Just take care of my nib a lot better than what I have been. Um, I don't know what's going on with this gray. It's not, and it's not the nib. The nib's fine. There we go. I was having a little hiccup. I probably didn't shake it enough. But yeah, so, and I know it sounds like I'm like running into a lot of issues. But again, if I had a different size nib, because I don't think these are meant to be for like really big areas like this. You can do it. As you can see, I'm doing it, but it's probably too much for the pen. It's probably like, hey, this area is huge and not enough ink comes out, or I guess paint comes out at a time for big areas. So you'll have to keep like pumping it, because you can kind of start to see when it's like, okay, I'm running out of available ink. How much are you coloring? And so you just have to off to the side. I always have like a little paper off to the side to help. But yeah, I'm gonna take my sketchbook to work with me today, and probably I want to take my iPad, but I know I'm not even gonna have time to pull it out. So it's like maybe hard maybe on the iPad, because I could just sketch some things and then work on them at home on the iPad. And then once this like dries, I'll come back over this area that I was having some troubles with. But yeah, so it's, it's coming along. Hey, Mary. Um, I would like to have this done by the end of the week. It does take a minute though. And then this side, um, I'm working on it, but very slowly. It's the same colors. It's gonna try to match. And then this is the same area over here. I do have the sketches done for this side, but not this side. But I do want to start working on mermaid stuff. So even though it's already May, it won't be here in May, but it'll be like summer stuff, I guess. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick one before work. I'm actually about to get off because I have to leave in like 10 minutes. I just came on to work on a little bit of my sketchbook. I have my pencil and my eraser ready to go, taking that to work with me. And yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna head out. I gotta go, gotta get ready. Well, I'm already ready. I need to put my shoes on and head out the door is what I need to do. So I will catch you guys. If I don't have anything, if I have time before work tomorrow, then I'll pop back on, but and show you guys what I worked on today, but we'll see. Thanks for stopping by and giving me the time of day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye, blue skies. Bye, Mary. Bye, View.